And welcome to episode 8. I'll be touching on managing your content with Mobile Guardian and effectively using your Mobile Guardian portal as a central repository for any audio books you might use within different classes, perhaps any visual aids, any videos that you have, and how you can upload these and then push them down to your devices so that when these students come online, these pertaining documents, whichever is the most important to them, will then push down from the cloud, as opposed to having to go and do this one by one on an individual basis. So let's jump straight in and have a look what that looks like on your portal. So obviously you need to log in to your dashboard, and then once you're in there, head over to content. And in content, you'll see two menus. So the two menus you see is books and media. So books relates to VPP. So if you make use of any Apple volume purchase program, you're able to actually go ahead and upload these licenses to this menu and assign them from here and keep track of it. So this pertains more to a school that's using iOS devices. And then for all other types of media that you need to upload, you can manage it from the media tab here. So if I had any ebooks up here that I was using and I have licenses for, I'd be able to see a list of it here. And it's quite simple to just head in and add what you need to. So just as an example, test book 1. And you can then select the media type. So whether it's a web URL to go somewhere, whether it's a video, or whether it is an audio, a piece of audio, you can now set direct links to this. So if it's a video, what the URL of the video is. If it's audio, what the URL is, you can then push it. You also have the ability to make it available for a certain amount of time. So perhaps you have limited licensing and you need different groups of students to make use of it. You can always set the availability for specific tags or users. So if you tag it here to only be available for 1 or 2 months or a week or 2 weeks, you have that ability to control it here, so that after that time frame, it then removes itself from those devices. And then obviously, if you're pushing this down to multiple devices and you need students to be able to access this during specific lessons or during specific times, you have the ability to cache it down to the device. So what that means is that it's now it's more quickly accessible. So it's not needing to retrieve the data from the remote address. It's keeping it on the device and then essentially allowing it to be used when it needs to. So in some cases where there's network constriction or constraints, you're able to manage that and push it down to the cache. And then obviously you can also assign it to home or school-owned devices. So if you only want them existing on the devices within your school, you can select that, or if you want it on home devices, you can also select that, and then you just apply whatever tag you need to at the same time. So whether it's specific for certain years or specific classes, you can add that there and hit add. And let's say, for example, I know one of the tags I have here, let's say it's just for these users. YouTube, for example, .com. I'm just adding anything. If I add this now, my piece of content will now be available to where it needs to be. And from here, I'm obviously able to manage what it is, and I can edit it and see where it's gone. So very, very cool, very, very cool piece of part of this whole portal. And yeah, it's just a great way to effectively manage content and push content down from a central point of view. Obviously, having a look at what's coming up next, we'll just be generating reports as we wrap it up. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys there. Cheers.